What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Ria Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Friday. Happy Friday, everybody.
Woohoo!
Are you really happy that you're getting on a plane very soon?
So happy.
Because the last episode, we started off with you saying that you couldn't wait to go on vacation.
Happy.
And now you're leaving
Yes.
today. Isn't it so funny, and this is how I wanted to start this episode.
Isn't it funny?
Yeah, isn't it so funny how this time last year, before we went on our way, we were not engaged, and then we came back engaged gals.
Wow, I had the same thought prepared in my head to talk about in this intro, and I didn't say it before, but I was like, we can talk about how it's our
Anniversaries.
1 year engagement anniversaries while we're away.
To each other.
Yep. We'll be celebrating separately.
Yes, we will be celebrating separately. I mean, just looking back on that episode is so crazy to think about and so funny, just because there were people who were like, wait, did I miss something? They've been dating this whole time. And then
Wouldn't that have really been
shocked the world?
It really would have.
Yeah. Wait,
it really would have.
Wait, but the fact that that Adam Devine interview was on the same episode.
So fine.
Divine. So
You always say that because of Adam Levine, and you just
it's Adam Devine.
Yes.
Sorry, but it was we're
we
engaged.
just plopped Adam Devine on that episode.
We're engaged plus Adam Devine interview.
Yeah.
Just
Great for Adam. I mean, it was a very well listened to episode.
It was. Yeah, he got some good hits there.
Yeah.
Any plans for your anniversary?
We're gonna be up in Martha's Vineyard.
Beautiful.
So we're just chilling,
Nice.
relaxing. Max sound cool.
Yeah. You want to sing the whole thing?
No, I'm not going to. I feel so musical today.
I can feel it in your boat. A vacation.
Yeah,
You're heading on a plane.
Vacation's all I ever wanted.
They should
We're
hire
chilling.
you for a vacation commercial.
Seriously. We do ads for Priceline. I'm available.
Yeah.
Priceline negotiator. Put me up. I'm ready. I think we're chilling. So Joe and I are going up to the vineyard. My family is headed back to Italy. Not for the whole week, but they're going some are going earlier, some are going later.
Yeah.
But my parents and Gia, I think, are, I don't know, leaving like Sunday, Monday, somewhere around there. I know my parents were leaving Sunday because I specifically was going up to watch the dogs. So I'll be up there. Do a little double whammy this vacation. Sometime in Martha's Vineyard, and then I'm hitting the Hamptons for the 4th of July.
Bougie 4th of July.
Which, let me tell you something, I am not prepared for. I'm really not. The lines, the crowds.
Do you love the Hamptons?
I think that the Hamptons are so fun, but it's like this with any place you go. I think like you can go and go like full bougie, ridiculous surf lodge, blah 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 blah. Like going out in the Hamptons, where it's just like it's excessive. It's too much.
Yeah.
It's so fucking expensive. It's criminal. We're being robbed.
Yeah.
It's the price that Surf Lodge charges you to just like walk onto the deck is insane. Like before you even buy a drink, food, anything, crazy. So we're not going to Surf Lodge, but and I get it, it's fun. I went last year. I had a grand old time, but you have to be prepared to shell out the big bucks.
Yeah.
It's wild.
The Hamptons really intimidates me. I've been, but never out. Like I've been in a condo there, but only
Well, that's
like
what I'm
out
saying.
to eat,
So,
but
like,
never
when you
like
go-
had gone out.
Right. When you go and you
And-
just want to chill and go to the beach
Yeah.
and like have great food, like it's amazing. The Hamptons is beautiful.
Yeah, it's just a very intimidating place to me these days. Like there's influencers running around everywhere. They're taking over all the spots. Like you said, like I just feel like I would get spit on. Like if I were to go.
No, you wouldn't. You would
Like that. I picture everyone going, "Psst,
No.
why are you here?
You
like
would absolutely rock
get your
the
ass
Hamptons.
back to the Jersey Shore," and then I like run back to DJs with open arms there. Like, like I'm just sprinting back.
That's fair. That is fair.
Back to where I belong.
But it's my friend Jen's 30th birthday, so we are doing a big gals weekend, gals house, which I'm super excited about because
Very fun.
there's a lot, like we do girls trips, of course, and now at this age, a lot of them are like bachelorettes and things like that. But this is fun, and like we have friends that are in different houses, but all like +1 significant others. Some of them are maybe around, but like in other houses, or some are just like not coming, and we're going full girls trip, which is going to be really really
I'm
fun.
miss you guys.
I know, I know, seriously.
The last one I was there.
The last time we all did it too was my bachelorette. So it's going to be a lot of fun, but yeah, I'm not quite sure what to expect for like 4th of July Hamptons, because I'm sure it's insane.
It's going to be insane, but I love that you're doing like a beachy vibe week for the 4th of July. Like you got a mixture of both. Vineyard,
exactly.
Hampton.
Super. I mean, anytime I'm up on the vineyard, super chill. I'm hanging.
It's the most chill place.
Going out to eat, and that's like the craziest I'll get. Like maybe I'll go out for a drink after, but I don't. You
guys gonna go to your
unless I have friends up there with me. But when it's just me, I'm just like, I just wanna chill.
Favorite restaurant for the anniversary?
Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch, but my favorite on the island is 19 Raw.
Nice.
It's so fucking good.
Never been there. Where is it?
In Eggertown. It's freaking phenomenal. So good. So I'm excited to pop up there.
Watering.
Yeah. It's got it's just. I'm gonna turn into an oyster. I'm gonna eat so many when I'm
well,
up there.
don't get poisoning.
No, I won't.
Please be safe.
I'll be.
Put the 100 oysters to the test.
I'll be reasonable.
Why don't you shuck down 100 of those oysters?
Yeah. Oh my God. Imagine. I'd have to go get them like myself, and shuck them, because 100 oysters at a restaurant.
That would be expensive.
Is a pretty penny,
and they would look at you.
No, that's disgusting.
Very
no, they'd be
like, please leave.
Yeah, no, they'd call an ambulance.
Don't
like
you think
before
oysters
came.
shouldn't be expensive? Why are oysters expensive? I feel like they're easy. They're tiny. They're not a lot of food.
Yeah, it's considered like a delicacy, you know.
I know.
Same as like caviar. Why is caviar so expensive? It's
That'll
literally
never
fish
make
eggs.
sense to me.
Yeah.
Like I will literally never understand why.
Yeah.
When
I don't get it either. We probably sound uncultured, but I'm sure there's a reason why.
There must be a reason
Why it's so expensive. Maybe it's like hard to harvest or something.
Yeah, I'm doing the most like un-American thing, and I'm going to London for 4th of July.
Yeah.
Pretty much the most un-American.
Yeah, no,
to the enemy.
Literally the most un-American thing
Straight to
you
the
can
losers.
do is go to London. Very excited.
Forget
though.
about other parts of Europe, but specifically
England.
England.
Yep. And we're taking engagement pictures in London on our anniversary day, so that'll be super fun. 6 a.m. though, which I am not like super excited about.
Which is also tough because you
like my body, like the
your
time.
anniversary is Monday.
Yeah, we're taking it 6 a.m. on Monday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you're like, and you're just really getting there.
Yeah.
So that's a tough time adjustment.
But we've like, I've gotten in the headspace that I'm prepared for it. So like, we're taking a red eye on Saturday.
Yeah,
we'll get there Sunday morning. We'll bop around town all Sunday, and then go to bed early Sunday night. Like I'm planning on like doing a bunch of things all Sunday, so I'm really tired.
Right.
And then going to bed early on Sunday. Got to wake up by like 4:30, get ready. Because this photographer was adamant that like the lighting would be and it wouldn't be busy. It's a busy week for travel, so it wouldn't be busy at this time. And the lighting. So I was like, you know what? Why don't we do this? We're gonna do engagement pictures early 6 a.m. Then we're gonna go to a breakfast right after at Joe Jonas's favorite place, Fallow.
Okay. I've seen him post about that place.
Yes, and it looks delicious. So we're gonna go there for breakfast. And then Matt said he has 2 surprises for me. He's bringing me to some places that I don't know of yet.
Yeah.
And then maybe a little shopping after that.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
amazing.
And then we're going to a dinner late at night on Monday because we're gonna do a little midday nap.
Needed
and then
for an early photo
later
shoot.
at night we're going to Chiltern Firehouse. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but like
who knows?
a lot of I don't know. It's like a hot spot. I've always wanted to go there, and so it's gonna be a great anniversary day. I'm very excited, and we're going with another couple to London. And there was a wrinkle in the plans, and I hope that they don't mind me talking about this. I think they'll find it funny.
Yeah,
but one of them fractured their ankle in 2 parts 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I feel so awful for him. Like, I just feel so bad for him because
Yeah.
obviously we were all so excited to just like run around
Yeah,
London
an
together.
injury like that in the summer
And
is just
injury in the summer, and
worst.
also injury going to a place that requires a lot of walking.
Yeah.
And they were up and down on whether they were going to come or not because it's a lot of walking. And the doctor told him, like, you can go, just like bring a scooter, is a whole thing. So we're going to be scooting around town as well.
He's got the scooter.
Yes.
He could probably cut all the lines.
I know. So, like, honestly, like
Like in the airport, he's going to have an escort.
Yeah, we might get special treatment.
Right.
If we're all together.
He's going to get wheeled onto the plane,
Yeah.
first one on. Like, I don't know. Sometimes they wait till the end to wheel them off.
Right. But, you know, maybe we'll get a little,
Yeah.
oh, look at him in his scooter.
Yep. I can't believe he's going to be scooting around.
I know.
London.
I can't believe it's scooting around the Big Ben. Just doing laps.
You know, good
laps
for him.
around Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, I'm happy for him that he was like, fuck it, we're doing
right.
this.
And I said, I
and
said,
here they come.
I said this. I said, listen, you come if you truly in your heart want to come.
Yeah.
Do not feel like you're obligated to. And also, don't stay back. Don't stay home just because you feel like you may be holding us back. You're not going to hold us back at all.
Yeah.
We've been, you know, like,
Yeah.
we're like, I'm down to bop around. I'm also down to take a nap. Like,
Right.
you know, easy
Also,
going.
I feel like there's sometimes pressure when you're away with just another couple to always be doing all the same stuff.
And you just
and
don't.
it's also okay if you want to say like, hey, we're gonna just peel off for like a couple hours. We'll meet you guys for dinner.
And that's why we all got on the same page,
Yeah.
because Monday, that's what we're doing for our anniversary.
Yeah.
We're spending the day together, and you know, maybe we'll meet them for a drink or whatnot. But we all got on the same page and we said, listen, nobody can be offended, upset, or anything if somebody wants to go off and do something
Yeah.
else, because we have.
And you know me, I'm all about like boundaries when it comes to like, hey, I need like a couple hours to myself.
Of course. And I
So
think
it's-
and everybody being out in the open, like we talked about on the phone, we were like, good, we're all out in the open. Everyone can do their own thing. We'll do stuff together. It'll be great. No one feels like they're being left behind. Nobody
Yep.
feels like they're being held back. It sucks if you break your fucking ankle. Like, that sucks. Nobody wants to be put in that position. So I feel awful for him. But I'm glad they're still coming. Like, don't let that ruin your trip.
Agreed.
We're gonna have laughs. We're gonna be laughing about it. It's gonna be a delight.
You guys are gonna have so much fun.
Yeah, we're also going to like the countryside of England for a day or two. So I'm excited to like venture into that.
Yeah.
I think maybe some archery?
Oh, I didn't know if that was archery or guns.
No.
I was like, are you gonna be
No.
skeet shooting?
No.
Skeet shooting?
No, like like archery.
Yeah. Bow and arrow.
Bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're
That's cool.
yeah, maybe. I seen that
These are
on-
darts.
Yeah. You got what I meant though.
But a target.
Yeah, you got what I was
X marks the
saying.
spot,
You
you know?
got what I was putting down there.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm excited, and I do want to say to our listeners, I'm so sorry that the last break we took was very close to this one.
Yeah.
We didn't really plan that out.
We normally space it out
We
better.
usually space
this
it
was
out.
This was a special year because I had asked because of the wedding I was going
Yeah,
to.
and we would have done it a little bit closer to our tour. So I do feel really bad about that, and I'm sorry that we'll be gone again this week. But we'll be back all summer, all fall, winter. You know.
Yep.
You'll be sick of us.
Yep.
You'll be sick of us. How much you're gonna hear from us.
I'll be gone for a little bit in the fall, but
Fran
boy, will you be hearing from Ria.
You'll be hearing from me. So getting on up. It won't just be me though. I'm gonna have some guests and
absolutely.
stuff fill in and try to make it a good time.
Whether you're preparing for a summer getaway to the beach or organizing a relaxing staycation, Macy's has everything you need to make the most of the sunny season ahead. You can shop brands like Levi's, Dolce Vita, Lacoste, and more. Shop all their summer must-haves. You can get dresses, matching sets, tops, wedges, and even beach bags to get prepared for your next summer vacation. So when you're stocking up for Macy's, maybe you got a big 4th of July coming up. Well, guess what? You can get all your last minute needs at Macy's. You can prepare for the beach, get your beach bag, pack your beach bag up, bathing suits, cover-ups, dresses, jean shorts, whatever you need, sandals, flip-flops. Maybe you want to change it up a little bit. Or maybe you're going on a lot of trips and you need some, workout gear, sneakers, things like that, Macy's has you covered. Whatever kind of vacation you are going on this summer, shop at Macy's, and you can shop all the summer must-haves at Macys.com/ownyourstyle. That's Macys.com/ownyourstyle. I actually overheard, I was eavesdropping in the nail salon, which is one of my favorite things to do.
Mm-hmm.
And a girl was talking about her trip that she just took to the British countryside. I don't know where exactly, she didn't say, but it was lovely. So sometimes it is an art eavesdropping in the nail salon, whether someone's on the phone and I'm like, who are they talking to? Or maybe friends. I always like to try and guess like how well people know each other too.
Yeah.
When they come in, they like are getting a manicure together. I'm like, okay, these lifelong friends, are they coworkers on their lunch break? Like what's the talk? A girl was getting her pedicure done, and my nails were drying, and they were right next to each other, and I was across from another girl, and the girl across from me and the girl in the pedicure chair looked at each other, and they were like, oh my God, hey, how are you? Oh my God, I see you all the time. And I was like, oh my God, I cannot get a read on how well these people know each other. Because the first thing the girl in the pedicure chair, she goes, oh my God, I got a boyfriend. And I was like, you know what? Pop off, girl.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is an acquaintance.
And
I don't
you know what
if
it
this
must be?
I'm like, obviously they're not besties,
Right.
if she doesn't know that
She got a
pedicure
boyfriend.
girl got a boyfriend. But she was like, I'm not waiting one. It was pleasantries. Oh my God, hi, how are you? Oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long. I got a boyfriend.
You know what? Probably last time they saw each other was in a club bathroom, and when that girl was crying about how she can't, find a guy. All the guys are screwing her over.
I think that is
she
exactly.
found a boyfriend.
I think that is exactly the case, because she was like, "Remember, so and so guy?" And the girl was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Yeah, we're in love."
Wow, what a beautiful story. Happy for her. Summer. Let's get the summer going, huh?
My guess was maybe that they were like friends in different friend groups, but they socialize together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when on a night out, the friend groups get together.
They combine.
They combine.
That makes sense. But they're not like texting on
right,
the daily.
because it was like, oh, are you? She was like, you going to Sam's house for like that week in July? And she was like, oh, I don't know. She didn't know yet.
Well, is she going to Sam's house?
I know, she didn't know yet. But
that is so funny. I went to go get my nails done this past weekend, and I saw a woman reading a magazine, like a gossip magazine, and I was like, oh my God. Remember when?
Yeah.
Magazines in the nail salon, magazines on a flight. Like when I would go on a flight to, like we would go to Florida as well as kids. It's like you pick up a magazine.
J14.
Yeah, Tiger Beat, J14, all the
Vogue.
All the best.
I know. I mean, going to the nail salon, you would like the actual People mag or Us Weekly, or if you really want to get crazy and you just want to read absolute ridiculousness, like Star.
Right. Like if you just want to read the most fucked up, messed up, made out of thin air bullshit, you're picking up Star at the nail salon. I had this thought last night that, when you like think back, and we've talked about this, like you think back to another time and you're like, who the fuck was I, right? I had this thought last night, and I it was because honestly, like I fell asleep for a little bit and had a dream about Harry Styles with Kelly and Gia. There was somebody who was coming up on the scene who was like a wannabe Harry Styles. Like he wasn't Harry, but we were all comparing him to Harry.
Yeah.
Besides the point. I thought back to like when we were on lockdown. Do you remember ever having like very weird ideas on what you should do for content during lockdown? Because like everybody was like doing different things, like maybe on Instagram Live, or like Dave was doing the unboxing.
Yep.
I just thought back to like my high mind, and because I don't really smoke anymore, and I say don't really because like I do not smoke, but socially, like
special
occasions only now, and I feel fantastic. Like it was the greatest decision that I ever made, was to stop smoking like that. But I remember having this idea, and I was probably high out of my mind, where I would go on Instagram Live and play the entire Harry Styles Fine Line album and perform like I'm Harry Styles, but lip sync the whole thing. Like, not actually sing it, but play the album, set up my phone, and perform like I am.
An interpretive dance.
Like literally like I'm on stage. And I thought that this was the most genius idea ever at the time. And I remember it vividly because every day I'd like think about doing it and then stop myself from doing it. And my God, am I glad I didn't do that. You know, like I'm just like, why would you think that's a good idea?
I'm just picturing you like having like props and getting like a slice of watermelon and like pouring sugar on it.
Yeah, like this literally had my mind, and like jumping up on the couch. And I remember asking you guys if you thought this was a good idea.
Oh my God, I don't remember this at all.
I was gonna say I don't think I remember this.
No,
at all.
I remember asking you guys if you thought
we
it was a
shoot
good
it
idea.
down?
No, you guys were like, yeah, sure. Like
Oh,
it
yeah.
wasn't like
That's
a,
exactly what I would have said. I would be like, yeah.
it wasn't like a don't do that, but it
Right.
also wasn't like a totally. It was like a that would be fun. And I'm so glad I didn't do it. Like hit me out of nowhere. I was like, oh, you know when you get shivers down your spine when you think about something like from the past, and you're like, what the fuck? Why did I even think of that? You know, like do that on your own time. You know what I mean? So
It's a long I mean, like that'd be like a long Instagram.
No,
live.
I know. It would have been a really long
Would've been
Instagram
a
live.
long
And
Instagram
people
live.
would have been tuning in to be like, what is wrong with this girl?
Like, would you have done it for other albums? Like, would that be the series?
It would
Like,
literally-
it would be a series. Of
No,
maybe
it's
46
a
minutes.
one time
It's
at
a
the forum.
one-time show.
One time at the
night
forum.
only.
One night only at the forum.
One night
One
only.
night only Ria on Instagram Live.
Ria performs an interpretive dance to every song for Fine Line.
Yeah, I don't know. So like I said, like my brain was truly a cloud, and I wake up every single day like feeling as clear as can be up here.
Yeah.
And it genuinely freaks me out to think about the fact that like my brain was so clouded.
Yeah.
You know? Like it's just weird to think about. What are you about to say over there?
No, I was gonna say
Because Noah's brain's clouded all the time.
I was gonna say, was your brain clouded for the age theory thing?
No, I wasn't smoking.
No,
at
that
the
was
time.
last summer.
That was
so
genuine.
So much. Yeah.
That was genuine.
Yeah, that was
that was
100% authenticity.
Yeah, that was a clear brain up in here. That's enough. Like people will say to me like, oh my God, how high are you still? Because I think that they just remember, and I'm like, I literally don't smoke. Like this is me, baby.
This is me.
This is me. This is
me.
real. This is
Oh my
me.
God. Have you guys seen that Wegovy, the drug? Their commercials now are it's the song from The Greatest Show. And like they changed it's Wegovy. Oh
No.
yes,
I haven't
And,
heard
like,
it.
I literally it came.
Oh my God. No. Okay, now it's ringing a
Look
bell.
out, 'cause here I come.
Wait,
And
I've
it's
never
people
seen
on
the
Wegovy.
I've
I was
never.
like, what? Who let them do this?
I've never seen The Greatest Showman, so that just took me a minute. But yes,
Wegovy.
I feel like how is that allowed?
I don't.
You know what I
fucking
mean?
know.
Like they're putting such a fun song.
Well, it's the same way. I don't know what it is. It's obviously specifically to like the weight loss drugs
Yeah.
that like they and pharmaceutical companies have been doing this forever because if you
catchy
know, you know
jingles.
a lot of the jingles are actual songs. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh,
Ozempic. Like that's a song.
When that commercial first hit
Yeah.
the airwaves, it was like, what are we doing?
I know. And now when I hear that real song, it makes me think Ozempic. And that's
It's
you know
insane.
And now I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe you are about to ruin This Is Me for me from The Greatest Showman because it's Wegovy.
Can you sing it again? No, the Wegovy one.
Yes. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on speed of I'm who I'm meant to be. Wegovy. Like, no.
Now you're going to be singing that when you listen to your Greatest
Yeah.
Showman soundtrack.
Right. Which I listen to often.
Oh my God.
Also, I just feel like that's Wegovy and the song don't have the same message.
They do.
You know?
Look out, world,
Yeah.
here I come. Damn.
So yeah, that I don't know why did that even pop in?
Because I was singing This Is Real.
Oh
This
yes,
is me.
yes, this is real.
This is real.
And now every
This is
time
me.
the commercial plays, I'm like, Oh, God damn it.
It's literally like the other. Oh, it's so catchy.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
This is real. This is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
That was really beautiful. All right, ready to get into the topics?
Yep.
My darling.
Yep.
It seems like the fruit talk was a hit. By the way, sorry that we don't have more to give on this episode.
Should we go vegetables this time?
And by the way, somebody messaged me, and I'm so pissed I didn't say it last episode. The Wiggles.
Yeah.
The Wiggles sang the
Yeah.
888 apples and bananas.
Yeah.
Eat apples and bananas.
I know. So that song has really been reused. I think like on all the shows.
Yeah.
Is what I've come to learn.
Damn.
I know. I also had someone say Zoom on PBS was also the other one I was trying to think of, which it was.
Yeah,
So.
we missed a couple. Oh, and somebody also said like cherries got no love. By the way, I fucking love cherries.
Yeah.
Especially during the summer.
Right.
So I
You
just want to
know-
give my love to cherries out there.
I love a real cherry, like a pit, the good authentic cherry. But I also love like a maraschino cherry. I really do.
Yeah, but like, how often are you just eating maraschino cherries out of a jar?
No, never.
Like
not
never.
on
It's
ice
just in a
cream.
drink
Never.
or something.
But like Shirley Temple
Yeah,
Or Shirley
yeah.
Temple
or
an ice cream
sundae.
Yeah.
Like
Manhattan.
when froyo places were like way more of a thing.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean they're not a thing anymore?
I just feel like they're not as prominent as they once were, you know?
You know what? They really were. It was like, I'm going to Red Mango tonight.
Yeah, like in
Red
high
Mango
school,
was the spot.
in high school, we would go to Red Mango in Summit, and it was like the hot spot.
Mm-hmm.
Either you're going to Red Mango like before you went to the movies, or maybe after you went to the movies. But it was a meeting spot.
Yeah.
It was like let's meet at the Red
We're
Mango.
going to fucking Red Mango
In
tonight.
my first year at Georgetown, there was a Pinkberry that was also like the hot, like
Mm-hmm.
it was like, oh fuck, should we walk to Pinkberry? Like everybody was going to Pinkberry. And there's been years in the city where there was a ton, but now a lot of them are like some of them are closing. There's not as many.
Damn.
I feel like 16 handles I was never into that much until I moved to the city and there was more 16 handles here. But there was a time when I would get 16 handles delivered to my apartment, which is an interesting thing because they would send you obviously the frozen yogurt in its cup, but then all the toppings would be in its own little containers, which was fun. But I would always get cherries, and because there'd be like 4 or 5 cherries, which I'd be like, this is awesome. But yeah, no, I just feel like frozen yogurt spots are just not as hot. It was a hot
Right.
spot. Think about all the red mangoes there used to be. I barely see a red mango.
And Red Mango was the best.
Red Mango was elite.
because they had that that good bitter flavor, that tart
Yeah,
flavor.
yeah.
It was
Yep.
and their pomegranate one was really good too.
Yeah, and
Okay,
I
we
like
cannot go down this path.
Didn't
again.
Red Mango also
Because I love pomegranates.
and
I really love pomegranates.
didn't Red Mango also let you do like a double flavor,
Yeah, I mean, because
like
you
a twist,
because you could
where
do your own.
combine the
Yeah.
But then there was also like
They had it was Euro tart, right?
I think
Am I making something up right now?
no.
Look out, world, because here I come. That's stuck in my head now.
I know. I'm just trying to see.
Euro tart, Red Mango.
There's Red Mango in Forest Hills seems to be the
I'm sorry. Why
Closest
do I
one.
keep saying Euro? Like that's not that's not a flavor. You keep saying yes.
I don't know. That sounded good to me.
Oh no, I think it is actually. I don't know. I can't.
It was
find
definitely some sort of tart.
It was a tartness. I love tart things.
It was tart for sure.
Make you go. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, there's red mangoes all over the place where I grew up in New Jersey.
I've
so.
never heard of a red mango before.
It was certainly regional.
You missed out.
It was definitely regional. But what was your frozen yogurt place?
I mean, the one that like we had in our town, like I don't think it's like a big
So
chain.
it was a mom and pop.
Franny's, I think it was called.
Damn.
Oh my God! Foreshadowing.
My own yogurt shop.
Wow, Franny's yogurt shop. We talked about this the other day. If we had to like open up, a food place. We
Yeah.
were talking about this at lunch.
Yeah.
And you said Franny's breakfast.
Breakfast. Yeah.
And I thought that was just perfect. I thought that was perfect.
Wait, how would you spell Franny? It's IES if you wrote Franny.
Y.
No, why?
Oh, okay. That the one that I went to was NNIES.
Oh, okay.
No, I would go Y apostrophe.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe a diner.
Damn.
Franny's Diner.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
What would you make if you had to open up like a food spot?
If you
What
could
would it be?
open a food restaurant of any kind,
What
Of
would-
any kind, like
Of any
obviously
kind.
I'm not the one cooking it.
No,
because I-
No,
you're just
but like it's
you're
your
just the owner and
branding.
operator.
Oh.
It's your name. Like you're
Oh.
putting your whole heart into this.
Yeah.
Definitely like a seafood restaurant in the Cape or something, like by the water.
And what
Yeah.
would you call it? Noah's?
Maybe like Murray's.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Murray's seafood
Yeah.
on the
You know
Cape.
what's actually so funny is that I grew up in our town there was Noah's Bagels was like huge. There was a bunch of them.
Oh, I think that's like a chain, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
is. But there's also Murray's Bagels.
There is?
Murray's.
Yeah, you never had a Murray's Bagel in the
Murray's,
city?
yeah.
No.
Murray's is a popular bagel place.
Murray's is a very popular
Really?
bagel spot
Yeah.
in New York.
No.
Yeah, so
Murray's-
you and your dog slinging bagels.
Murray's
Yeah, we have
seafood on the Cape.
merch.
Yeah, Murray's seafood sounds delightful.
That really
Yeah.
does sound good.
He'd
I
be
just felt
there.
like I would love
His face would be
Yeah.
the, you know.
I like a little just a good breakfast spot. That was
Yeah,
my
I love
go-to
that.
one.
And you close at 1 p.m.
Yeah, totally,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
7 to 1.
The problem is you got to be up early, but that's okay.
Yeah, 7 to 1.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that. A
I'd
lot.
rather have the early mornings than the late nights.
So true. So true. I have to like wipe my nose. I'm sorry. I'm being really gross.
Would you like my roll of toilet paper?
I would, please.
It's
I
not
would.
over
I
here
was saying
anymore, to be
maybe it
honest.
is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I keep,
Would you like my roll of toilet paper?
I would like a little swipe. I have a little something coming down.
I was
didn't
saying
think
we
it
gotta
was
get like
right there,
paper
but it
towels
is.
because anytime I need to clean
Thank
something,
you.
I just
Yep.
go over and grab
some of my toilet paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's really funny
Yeah.
though anytime we've had an interview recently, the wide angle, you can just see a roll of
Roll of toilet paper. Yeah, well,
I'm just gonna throw this.
your
out
girl's
quick.
got allergies, and sometimes she's got to blow her nose, and there's not a lot of tissues in this office. So a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do.
Ria, you should put a garbage can right next to you over there.
I should.
Because I feel like you
I'm
just
always
use it
throwing
as a
something
garbage
out.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing back here.
No.
I usually clean it out.
No, you don't. There's nothing back here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't make it sound like she's
Right.
just dropping trash
Like, I don't
in
do
the corner
that.
of the room.
Please, I'm a clean girl. You have that fucking song stuck in my head now.
I know. We go V.
Look out, world, because here I come. So did they have to get the copyright from The Greatest Showman?
Yeah,
to do that?
100%. They have to license the song.
And then The Greatest Showman signed off on that.
I mean, it's not even Greatest Showman. It's whatever,
Yeah.
the studio that label or whatever that
Right.
put the soundtrack out.
That's wild.
Yes.
All right, let's get into the rest of the show. We're going to be talking about there's some I feel like there's some Grammys drama a little bit. Tate McRae, I feel like is being snubbed by the Grammys, and Sabrina Carpenter also entering as Best New Artist for this upcoming Grammys. Danielle announces that she won't be on this season of Summer House.
Yep.
Zac Efron improvised, bet on it. Very important. Hollywood agencies are eyeing the Hawk Tuah girl. That was
Yeah.
Fran's suggestion as a topic,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
shocked me.
Well, my friends, I've got
Yeah.
a funny anecdote.
Yep. So let's get into it. But we also have trivia and an interview with Andrea
Yep.
from Love Island USA. Yeah, I mean, listen, if we can get everybody who
Yeah.
gets kicked off the show onto this show like 2 days after, we'd love that. So
And I will say, very interesting dynamic because it's hard to ask somebody questions about a show that they have not seen. Like, they've lived it, of course, but there's so much missing information from that on her
right
end.
that we were sort of filling her in,
and
on.
she's like still in the dark.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't know what the public's been saying. She doesn't know public reaction. It was kind of like, what should we say, not say?
right, and
almost.
we were telling her things. So that was
Right, exactly.
It
Yeah.
felt like we were
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah.
It felt like we
She
were
was-
in the
yeah,
show.
It's good though. So
yeah, it was good.
listen.
All right, let's get into it. Starting
So-
off with the
so
topics.
listen.
Yeah, so you better, you
You just
better,
better
fucking
fucking
listen.
listen.
All right, let's get into it. I hope that this weekend and this week and 4th of July, everybody can enjoy themselves a nice little drink with Rum Haven. Rum Haven is made with real coconut water and no artificial flavors or preservatives for a clean and refreshing taste because they believe Mother Nature knows best, and Mother Nature does. This real coconut water makes Rum Haven taste delicious, and you can mix Rum Haven with whatever you like. You can even drink Rum Haven straight on ice or mix it with a little juice, have yourself a little rum punch. Now is the season. Now is the time. Enjoy your Rum Haven. And you can find out where to pick up a bottle of Rum Haven for yourself by visiting rumhaven.com. So this week, the rest of the summer, all the way into the fall, winter, whatever time, whatever season it is, Rum Haven tastes delicious, made with real coconut water. Drink it straight on ice, mix it up however you'd like, and find your bottle of Rum Haven at rumhaven.com. Okay, so I saw this talk about the Grammys, and
On the talk.
no, I didn't see it on there. I saw it on Twitter that Tate McRae can no longer be entered into the Grammys and is no longer eligible for Best New Artist because she has already been submitted 3 times prior. Which I think is
I'm surprised by that. Though.
I would say I think that
years?
was a misstep on her team.
Right, yeah.
For submitting her 3 times a little bit too early.
Yep.
I think maybe a misstep, a little jump in the gun from her team.
Right.
And Sabrina Carpenter will be eligible because she's only been entered 2 other times, and now this will be her 3rd time entering, and so she will be entered for Best New Artist. Also, Tate McRae's Greedy, her most popular song, was 1 day too early to be eligible for the Grammys this past year. So her and her team, and not that the Grammys matter to a lot of people.
1 day too early last year.
Yeah, this past Grammys.
Okay,
So
yeah.
the Greedy was 1 day too early.
Okay.
So not that the Grammys are the end all be all, but I feel like if you're an upcoming artist, then it is important. And I feel like the Grammys and her team are fucking up here. Like,
Right.
if I'm Tate McRae, I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like 1 day too early, and then I've already been submitted 3 times, so I can't be submitted for Best New Artist.
I guess, I don't know. The 3 times rule is interesting to me because it just feels like maybe that should be unlimited, and it's up to the Grammys to decide.
Of who's the best new,
Yeah.
right? Who gets
it?
I totally agree with that. I think it's
Like
kind of
why-
a bizarre rule.
Right. Like who's it hurting if for 10 years an artist has been grinding and they submit themselves, or their team label submits them every year, and then they get a song that pops off and everybody knows who they are, and now they're a new artist. I don't know. That's also confusing though too. It really is. The whole Best New Artist category is very confusing to me because it's never really new artists. It's like, when has an artist reached a level of fame, or they've had a song or an album like really explode? Because there's people that have won who have been making music for years and years, and then they finally get that moment, and then they get Best New Artist.
Yeah, because Sabrina Carpenter has been in the game for 10 years now, and she's already put out like 5 other albums, and now it's like, oh, now she's going to be submitted for Best New Artist, but she's not a new artist.
Right. Is it should it just be like Best Artist? Which she may get as well at this point.
Right, like I feel like Sabrina at this point is past Best New Artist.
Yeah.
Because Please, Please, Please and Espresso are definitely going to be involved somehow.
But I guess if you're able to throw yourself into the new artist category, you might as well.
Right, and she's probably like, all right, this is the last time I'm going to be considered a new artist.
Yeah.
So I got 3 times, let me just throw myself in.
Yeah.
But I do feel bad for the people who are like Tate McRae, who it's like, they couldn't make an exception.
Right.
But they can't make an exception for her. And then
no exceptions.
Yeah.
But they said for Sabrina Carpenter, they said the Recording Academy bases eligibility on when an artist achieved a breakthrough in the public consciousness, not on the number of releases they've had.
Yeah, so I think that makes sense.
It's like that's like you just hear the term Best New Artist and people interpret that as just new, literally new. And that's just not what the award is, really. It's really like, when have you become popular? Was it Jelly Roll who won last year?
and he was like, "You can win," and he's like
I think
30 or
so.
something. He was like, "It doesn't matter like how old or something."
Yeah, it really, you can be in the game for a long time before you're even considered for Best New Artist.
Yeah.
So it does kind of stink that.
I know it's Victoria Monet.
Yeah, it does.
Last year was Victoria Monet.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, but Jelly Roll was nominated, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
He won something that he said.
Yeah. So that kind of stinks because Greedy was insanely popular.
Yeah.
Still is popular. So that is kind of unfortunate. And I feel like maybe her team's
Right.
got to get better on these marks.
But her album came out in this past year of eligibility, I think, right?
I think so.
So
'Cause
maybe
I think
the
Greedy
next
came out before that.
Right, because Tate's, when did her album come out? The beginning of this year? Oh no, last year, I think.
I think it was like maybe at the end of 2023.
Right.
2023, yeah.
2023?
What
Yeah.
month?
December 8th.
Yeah, so the end of 2023, and then Greedy was put out obviously before
September 8th, you said?
December
December.
8th.
Oh, December 8th.
then. December 8th, the
Okay, so
Immaculate
she's-
Conception,
So she's
I believe.
December 8th, 2023. Okay, so she's in the period. The eligibility period for the 2025 Grammys began on September 16th, 2023 and will conclude on August 30th, 2024. Yeah. That is crazy. It goes back so far.
It does.
Like you're thinking the Grammys are like when they're in like February 2025, we're going all the way back to
I think it should
September
just be,
2023.
why not just do it start of the year? Like, why
Yeah.
not just be like January to January?
I know
That's a good-
January,
That's a
January
good
to
question.
December.
Just
You know,
December, yeah.
just that year. Yeah, it is kind of
Well,
wild.
the pandemic fucked up some of the dates, I feel like, for award shows, and also the strike did too, I think. No?
Mhm.
So, although I don't know if the Grammys had that issue, but the Grammys will be February 2nd, 2025. And that's the eligibility period, and nominations for selected works and artists will be revealed on November 8th, 2024. There's going to be so many like, what a tight year.
It's going to be a tough Grammys.
What's your pick right now?
Because
Grammys are
August
today.
30th, so it's like everybody that has albums coming out before, oh, maybe that's why Sabrina Carpenter's got hers in.
Yeah.
Hers is right before that, right? August. When is her album out? August 25th? Am I making that up? Why do I feel like it's the 25th? Or sometime in August, no? August 23rd.
Yeah.
No,
So that's right before the end of eligibility.
what did you ask
I
about
was like, if the Grammys were today, what's your best album?
best album? Oh, that's so tough because I feel
I
like
think I go Cowboy Carter.
Same.
yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, here's the thing. Like for us, that's the pick, right?
Yeah.
Do you think Taylor runs away with it again?
I don't
She
think
could.
so.
She could, but this is
Billy?
a fucking stacked.
It is stacked.
It's going to be so
because
stacked.
because I bet Sabrina's is going to be great.
Yeah.
But I feel like she'll win more of like the solo songs rather
Right.
than an album.
There's just so many pop albums, especially that have come out. Like even the pop categories, I think are going to be so
Yeah,
tough.
like Dua Lipa.
Think about it: Beyonce, Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift, Ariana, Dua Lipa. There's other ones that I'm
Ariana
thinking
Grande.
of
Yeah,
too.
we don't talk about Ariana Grande enough in
Ari-
Eternal
yeah.
Sunshine. We always miss that one.
On that graphic we posted the other day, I put like,
I know.
um,
Charlie XCX would probably fall in like
Oh.
dance category, I think.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
could see that.
Um,
It is going to be stacked.
Yeah,
Tyla, Maggie Rogers,
Maggie Rogers,
Casey
Great year.
Musgraves,
Great
Casey
year.
Musgraves,
Great year for music.
now Gracie Abrams.
Gracie Abrams, all the girls.
Just a great year for the girls in music.
Yeah. So Sabrina's sliding right in there right before the end of the deadline,
Smart.
which is smart.
So her team was probably
Yeah,
like, we got to get
exactly.
this
They
in.
got to put that in first
Chop,
so that we
chop.
can be 2025
Chop, chop,
and
little
not
girl.
wait all the way for 2026 Grammys, you know?
Yeah, can't do that.
Yeah.
She's riding the wave right now. She
Totally.
can't miss out on that.
Totally.
Moving on, on the topic of music, one of the best songs of all time, Bet on It, Zac Efron. Apparently, he improvised his dancing scene for Bet on It.
Yeah, that's wild.
And you know what? I stick with the fact that he's a star. You know, that's why we have his face on a star.
Yeah, true.
Because Zac Efron is a fucking star. Have you watched Iron Claw on HBO Max
No.
yet? It's out. It's been on Max for months.
No, it's been out on months. It's been out for months, and I've also been on many planes where I've thought to press play. It's a movie that everyone has just said how fucking sad it is. And I just haven't been in the headspace. Like I have a movie like that, I have to prepare myself to cry, you know? I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, I feel you on that. It's a powerful film.
I know.
It's a powerful
I know.
film.
No, I will definitely watch it, but I don't know if it's like, I don't know if I'm surprised or not surprised at all for him to say there was no choreographer for this.
I gotta be honest.
I
don't.
you know, and then you watch it
like
back,
there was.
right? And it
kind of how, like,
certainly
you would
seemed
dance
like
in
it
your
didn't
apartment.
exactly, which really makes it that much better. It makes it that much better.
That is authenticity from Zac Efron.
that when he was punching the air and punching the ground,
and
it's just how he was feeling in the moment.
Do you think he came up with the splash of the face?
Yeah.
Had to. I mean, this is basically you doing Fine Lines interpretive dance. As
Yeah,
Zac Efron
me
did
and
an
Zac.
interpretive dance to bet on it.
It's one of the greatest.
When he does his leap.
It's one of the
With the
greatest
hands
music
in the air?
sequences in a movie ever, if not the best.
A lot of
in my personal opinion. What do you think's better, Bet on It or La La Land?
Like the song versus the movie?
I'm
or-
kidding.
She's
I'm
joking,
fucking with you.
obviously.
But honestly, yeah.
Sometimes I say things and I'm like, do they
No.
really not get I'm kidding by now?
No, I
Like,
mean, yeah, we're not putting
would-
we're not putting bet on it up against
and
La La
and you know
Land.
what the
There are
worst, you know
songs
what
that
the
I'd rather
worst
listen to Bet
is
on
when
It.
like you have to be like, I'm kidding, which I feel like I have to do a lot, which I shouldn't have to do at this point.
No.
I shouldn't have to do it anymore. You guys know me for years. Everybody's known me for years, and yet I still have to put a disclaimer as when
Honey,
I'm
I
kidding.
knew you were kidding. So
Thank
you're
you.
good.
No, I'm glad you
Yeah.
came to my
No,
defense.
if you gave me a
because
specific song, I might pick Bet on It. Like
just
from La
bet
La
on
Land.
it against any song.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's an iconic moment in
pop culture.
history, and that is the case too. Even like Noah, even the caption on our Instagram post, there was comments being like, "I can't tell if you guys are being serious, like about this being like a great song."
I'm
like
being-
it's like okay,
I'm being dead
Yeah.
serious. Like maybe I was joking about comparing it to La La Land. I'm being dead fucking serious when I
No.
say that Bet on It is a fantastic
Bet-
song,
Bet on
and
It-
that music sequence and that dance number is one of the
Right.
best things I've seen in a
watching
movie.
that movie for
from
the
a
first
young
time,
age.
yeah, watching that movie for the first time.
So maybe I am putting it up against La La Land, okay? Maybe I do think Bet on It deserves an Oscar for Zac Efron.
Watching that movie and watching that dance scene for the first time is a where were you moment. Because I just remember, and he slaps that water. Recognize your face. This, oh God.
Thankfully, the mic's not really picking
Yes,
her
yeah,
up.
good.
I'm not
You gotta stop.
that, you know?
Yeah, I feel you.
Like he got into
He went Reflections.
I would say that's the best song from
He went Reflections Mulan style.
any of the High School Musical.
I mean,
movies.
High School Musical 2.
Oh, well, that is
I think it's
not
mine.
true.
It's mine.
That is not true.
High School Musical 2 has the greatest soundtrack ever.
Yeah.
No, no. High School Musical 2 has a fantastic soundtrack.
Yeah.
Cheetah Girls 2 and High School Musical 2. The twos. Kenny Ortega, he knew what he was fucking doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kenny Ortega didn't, but here's the thing, he didn't choreograph Bet on It.
No, that was purely Zac Efron. But
What's your
no,
top High School Musical songs?
Bet on It, I truly laughed my ass off watching that for years after it came out. Like it
Laugh
was
or
no
tried to-
laughed. No laughed.
Oh.
Like I mean it was ridiculous in the best way. Like it was you were watching it and you were like, what the fuck is he doing? But I love it and I can't look away.
Yeah.
You know? You're like, and now thinking about how I was feeling watching it, it was like, who choreographed this? And it was Zac. Just
And he
improvising that bad boy.
Imagine the director just like, holy shit. Like,
Snap applause, snap applause.
I would say
I got I got the High School Musical 2 soundtrack in front of me. You know what I thought was a great one and underrated was Work This Out. Where
here's
they're
a
in the
playlist
kitchen.
of High School Musical. Yeah. No, for me, sneaky, my number one is
You are the music in me.
is Every Day.
Oh, get the crowd going.
Yeah.
Every day from right now. Oh my God. I'm
Ooh,
act-
every day.
Get your head in the game.
Every day. We played Every Day on the boat on my
day.
bachelorette party, and we lost our minds.
every day.
Oh my God, get yourself. Do not start crying about High School Musical 2 soundtrack.
No, like, I can't see straight. I'm all clouded up in the eyes right now thinking about that. How do we get from the top of the world to the bottom of the heap? I don't recall you mentioned it. The boss is such a creep. We still have the ingredients to make this summer sweet. Well, I got rags instead of riches and all these dirty dishes. Just wish I had 3 wishes. We've got to work. Okay, I'm going to stop now. I can feel it. That I'm annoying. Anyways.
No, I think Every Day is my number one.
Every day.
Breaking Free, obviously.
You are the music.
He also said, because he was telling Joey King all this,
We're all in this together.
but he said that he still sings in the shower, all these songs.
Does he?
That's what he said.
Oh my
what
God.
he said.
I want to see. Gotta go my own way.
Yeah.
Gotta say what's on
You Are the Music in Me is also a favorite.
Yeah, I've said that 3 times.
Oh,
and
you
you ignored
have?
me every time.
Oh. High School Musical 2. I was just looking at the other. High School Musical 2 does have quite the list.
It's fucking stacked.
Yeah, it is.
High School Musical 3 isn't even in discussion for me. It's like
Tonight is
in-
the night of nights.
it's way
Of
below. It's way below. You know,
Yeah.
you know what's a musical
The boys
number?
are back though.
Oh, I mean, woohoo! Woohoo!
Yeah.
Whew.
The boys are back.
Let me tell you that
It was like
number,
it was like watching a performance of Stomp.
yeah, that number did something to me as a young girl.
Mhm.
The boys are back. I really felt something about.
What was the bandanas?
Yeah, well, of course,
It was.
it wasn't.
It
Anything,
was the band. I mean,
It wasn't anything else.
It was
Besides
the
that.
bandanas.
I was
You
like,
were
oh my God, they're-
holy shit! They
I-
look hot in
I
those
was like-
bandanas.
I was like, they're fucking badass.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Last one,
Yeah.
and this is just Broadway. Like, this deserves to be on Broadway. Stick to the status quo.
Yeah.
That one is. It's just like it
I'll
has.
be honest.
It's just a dramatic sequence.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
the falling and the whole thing and the cafeteria. It was just like, what did that do and change for you as a child when you saw that?
I'm kind of surprised that High School Musical hasn't been made into a Broadway show.
I so badly wanted them to do it as my school play
Yeah.
when I was younger.
Maybe it's not Broadway level.
No, it's Broadway level.
I feel like they could make a fantastic Broadway production of High School Musical.
God, give it to us.
Right.
I feel like I sounded like Jennifer Coolidge there for a second.
I want it bad.
Shit. Well, you know what? Props to Zac Efron. I fucking love you. I love you. Always
You're our
have.
star forever and always.
Always in my heart.
You are the music in me, Zach.
Huma numa nuka nuka appa ba'a. Okay. Moving on. Danielle from Summer House.
Yes.
To give background. She announced that she will not be joining season 7? No. This is
9.
season 9 of Summer House. And she said, it was a tough decision, yada, yada, yada. Danielle, were you even asked back? Sorry.
No, I mean,
Were you even asked back? Or did you, or are you lying?
No, we heard some rufflings.
Have we?
Yeah, we have. That she was not asked back. But
Oh.
she says for her mental health and everything like of the sort, she will not be going back to Summer House.
I personally just find it crazy
Yeah.
to think that Danielle would turn down going back to Summer House. Like, I just can't see a world in which Danielle says, no, thank you.
She said,
I don't
obviously,
wanna go
this
back.
decision didn't come without a tremendous amount of thought. Ultimately, I just need to trust my gut. If I can't put 100% of myself into filming genuinely and authentically, it really doesn't feel right doing it in a full-time capacity. The network, production, my cast, and especially all of you deserve that. Right now, I need to protect and prioritize the things that matter most to me, my company, my people, and of course, myself. I don't know. Maybe it's also something where she had said like, hey, I want to be involved, but more on like a friend basis again. And maybe there was arguments about that. And then she was like, oh, I just can't do it at all.
Or did they offer the friend role and say, hey, you're not a full-timer. How about you come back as a friend? And she said, no, I'm either in or I'm out.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That could be the case too.
Yeah.
I'm seeing some rumors on Dumois that, and I feel like these are far-fetched, but who knows? You know, like a lot of times like these rumors feel like they come out of thin air and then there's like no validity to it. Although Danielle has submitted stuff to Dumois herself, which is why I think people are confused as well, that Danielle and Carl are hooking up now. Once again, big rumor.
Yeah.
This has been posted on Dumois, so it's a big rumor.
Yeah.
Do not run around telling everybody that's the truth.
No.
Because
and I actually do not believe this
you
for
don't?
1 second. No, I don't. Not even. There's not one fiber in my being that believes this could be true at all.
How knocked off your feet would you be if you found out if it was true? Fall over?
Yeah. I'd be truly flabbergasted.
Really?
I would. People do outrageous things, and Bravo has seen them nonstop like the last couple of years. I cannot see this happening. I really cannot. If I had to guess, like this is somebody's. The people were just pissed at Danielle, and I think maybe some person online thought it would be funny to like to be like, oh, Danielle, you're sending shit to Dumois and making shit up about your like other people on your show or other people on your show's boyfriends.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna send to Dumois that you're hooking up with Carl. How do you like that?
And if that's the case, that's fucked. That's a fucked.
No,
way of
100%.
thinking.
But people are fucked, and people do shit like that.
People
you know,
just make shit up, and it's fucking nuts.
Like think about how many times like Stan Twitter starts something and then they're like, oh my god, that was totally made up. I thought nobody would see it.
Right.
It's
yeah.
like,
No.
Okay. What?
Yeah. It's fucked.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
So I feel like this could be just a total. That could be a total. I don't see that happening. At all.
I could totally see the scenario in which you just said that. Like someone was like, oh, if Danielle's going to send stuff in, then I'll send stuff in.
Exactly.
Yeah. That would.
But I will say, I think it was probably Danielle's time to wrap it up on Summer House. I think she made it last. I think she lasted longer on the show than a lot of people expected.
Yeah, and I'm just really happy that we won't be hearing her be like, let's get weird anymore. You know? I think she had her time.
No more watching like boys' nights. The boys and Danielle are going out.
Oh my god! Like I'm just one of the guys
listening to Danielle immediately defend all the boys first before the girls.
Which is why I wasn't like, you know, I don't believe that Carl and Danielle are hooking up.
No.
But for a second, I was like, she does defend the guys most of the time.
There's no fucking way though. There's really not.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
It would be.
Yeah,
it would be absolutely insane.
I don't think that's.
I'm interested to see who they decide to bring in, though. You know, because there's always some new people.
Honestly, I don't.
They're gonna bring in new girls for sure.
Yeah.
I will see, because I think after Wes and Jesse came in, they meshed so well. So it's been harder for them to find. At least the past few years, it's been since Paige and Hannah, it's been harder for them.
Well, Ciara,
yeah, that's true. I'm also I guess I was thinking like pairs, because sometimes they bring in two girls together, or like one of them sticks, one of them doesn't, or both don't. Like I just feel like it's been a while for them. It's since Ciara,
and Gabby's been there. Not a lot happens with Gabby, but
I Gabby just hasn't popped off really. Like I feel like for the show where she's had major plot lines, like where we've had a season like surround. She's just not a main player.
Yeah.
Where a storyline is revolved around her person.
Agreed. Yeah, I think that would be totally wild if that I don't believe that Danielle and Carl stuff, and I actually like don't believe Carl would do it.
No,
like I
don't think either of them would. But I don't.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
I think Danielle, Danielle's had her ups and downs with Lindsay. They've like back in a good place. Like I don't see Danielle jeopardizing that at all for that, or I just don't. I also just don't see Danielle and Carl like as a couple at all.
But
they just make zero sense.
Apparently they used to.
They did. Like, but years ago.
Yeah.
Where I just like don't. Where they both are in their lives now, I do not see that them being a couple. Yes, granted they do have a history, but to me zero sexual chemistry is coming from those two.
Yeah.
Together.
I totally agree with that. Last topic. Hollywood agencies are eyeing down the Hawk Tuah girl, which, you know what? All it takes is one video. All it takes is one video to be noticed by a Hollywood rep.
It really does. It's actually insane. I will say, like, I said it maybe to Joe a week ago because I was seeing it. The Hawk Tuah girl. I was like, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
I had no clue. He was like, he was like, you haven't seen the video? I'm like, no, I haven't seen it. What the hell is it? Shows me the video, the whole thing. My friends in our group chat this week had the same conversation. One of the girls was like, can someone please explain what this is? And Laura and I were like, Hawk Tuah spit on that thing. That's all she said. And like a man on the street, now she's going viral. She's talking about spitting on a dick. And and everyone was like, oh, that's it? That there wasn't like more, there's not like more to it? I was like, no, that's it.
She just gives that good Hawk Tuah.
That's it. And it's literally all the internet can talk about.
Yeah.
Everything. Every meme, every comment, everything.
It went from quickly to Oilers girl to her. She got overshadowed by Hawk Tuah.
Majorly.
Like, I wonder if Oilers girl is like pissed because she's like, fuck, this was my time.
Yeah.
And now Hawk Tuah just stepped in. And I'm kind of thrown to the side, you know?
I know.
She showed her whole chest to the world. But all Hawk Tuah did has to come in and say Hawk Tuah.
And you never know what a man on the street video is going to do for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're just hanging out with your friends. It's a night out. You say something on camera and bam, you're instantly a star. Overnight, spit on that thing.
Overnight celebrity.
It's crazy.
They're going to make a movie, The Hawk Tuah Girl, like a superhero. She's the Hawk Tuah Girl is the new Superwoman.
Her spit has magical powers.
Yeah.
Hollywood agencies eyeing Hawk Tuah Girl is a New York Post article, page 6 article. And the first line of the article reads, it's very funny. Mm-hmm. It says, the first line is, warning, if you're talented and unrepresented, this is go turds. Industry buzz is that Hollywood has its eye on Hawk Tuah Girl, a curiously charismatic woman who shot to viral fame a week or so ago after I'm going to say this word, after advising the internet on the secret to giving good oral pleasure. Sources even say that she's been talking with UTA, arguably Tinseltown's most powerful firm, but a rep at UTA told us that this is untrue. Still, prepare for a book.
A book?
No, this is
a how-to? A how-to
literally
Hawk
like
Tuah?
this a page. This is just the writer like making hilarious jokes. Just their great expectorations. Black Hawk down? Blame it on the loogie.
Ugh.
Or a live experience, the Hawk Tour. In the near future, this is another picture. The Flemme Fatale.
Oh, God.
Her
Her
name is Haley Welch. Has already finagled her own merch deal with Tennessee company Fathead Threads. She's selling embroidered Hawk Tuah hats for $43.70.
I would not be surprised if this girl starts working at Barstool in a month.
That is honestly so true.
Like, she starts working at Barstool. We get Call Her Daddy
so
2.0. Not the Gluck Gluck. It's now the Hawk Tuah.
Yeah.
It's writing itself.
It really, that is so true. Oh boy. But yeah, no, she's got hats, she's got merch. She's slinging it for sure.
She's slinging a lot of things.
Howard Stern addressed the matter on his show saying, "How could you not be aware of her? I'm not on Instagram that much, but every other clip is the Hawk Tuah girl," he said. "I think if I'm analyzing it, the reason people like it so much, the girl, first of all, is so uninhibited and it's just so natural when she says it. She just doesn't even think about it." And then he said, "As a dad myself of 3 girls, that's every father's worst nightmare."
Oh my God.
But yeah, it is true. If you watch it, like she doesn't think for a second. She just
came out.
She throws out those words of wisdom.
You know what I mean? That's a natural born star.
Yeah.
If things just flow out, if the Hawk Tuah just flows out of your mouth, star.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Star in the making.
And she really like, she really made that is the sound, you know?
Yeah, that it, like, if you're really going to hawk it up,
Yeah.
it's the hawk Tuah,
Uh-huh.
you know? Props to her. Props to Haley.
Yeah.
Got to give her credit.
Who knows
Credit to the name.
who knows where this is going to take her?
Probably right into this office.
Yeah. It's only a matter of time. I'm honestly shocked she hasn't made a trip to
Right.
one of these, either Chicago or New
She's
York.
going to be doing
I actually bet you someone from our socials have been in her DMs. 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. To either go on Only Stands
Jack
Oh,
Mack's
right.
not
or
talking.
Right.
Jack Mack to do an
Oh my
interview
God.
with her.
I bet you Jack Mack has DM'd her.
Yeah, we have to find that out. after
100%.
this. Like, come to the office. We'll interview you.
Right. Drew like some kind of collab.
Yeah.
We got to get you in the New York office
Right.
so that he
A
could get her
collab
on
on
her
merch.
on her TikTok.
Collab on merch. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That wraps up the topics.
All right. What a way to head into the holiday week,
Yeah.
huh?
Just remember, everybody.
Just remember.
Hawk Tuah.
Spit on that.
Yeah. That's it.
This interview is presented by Coors Light. The perfect summer playlist may be elusive, but one thing is for sure, it gets better when it's enjoyed with the cold Coors Light. Because music plus Coors Light equals chill amplified. Coors Light is the only choice when you're ready to choose chill. When you embrace a chill mindset, it's a good time to choose chill and crack open a Coors Light. It's time, guys. Oh, you're enjoying your favorite music. You're listening to your favorite artist. You're cracking open an ice cold Coors Light. Picture this. It's the holiday week, holiday weekend. You got the 4th of July coming up. You got the full beach setup, the chairs, the towels, the cooler, the speaker, and you are playing your favorite music, and you have that cooler stocked with some ice cold Coors Light to enjoy while you're taking in the summer and your favorite artist. Tons of concerts this summer as well. And nothing's more enjoyable than going to see a great artist, a great show, having a nice ice cold beer, cold Coors Light with you. So that's where the magic happens. I've got the cold Coors Light in my hand, ready to go. The mountains are blue. This bad boy is cold. So amplify your chill this summer with Coors Light. Choose chill, choose Coors Light. Go to CoorsLight.com/summermusic to see how Coors Light can amplify your summer. And be sure to keep an eye out on Coors Light's social handles all summer long for more exciting announcements. And always celebrate responsibly from Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
All right, everyone. We are here with a special guest. We are joined by Andrea from Love Island USA. You know, we've been screaming about how much we've been loving this season. And thankfully, Andrea has joined us to talk about what has unraveled the past couple days. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you, guys. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, first of all, how are you feeling? It's a whirlwind. Have you gotten to kind of experience any of what we have experienced, or are you still in the dark?
I know as far as when I left, that's kind of like where I am right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know anything else besides that. Kind of lived it all, so I know.
Yeah. So
Right.
You're not back on social media, right?
No, I'm still MIA.
Right.
And you can't watch the show?
I can. They haven't showed me like anything up until when I left yet. Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So right, because it's every night. So things have happened, and you being voted off was obviously a shocking
Massive
twist,
shock.
the most shocking twist of the season yet. And I want to go through sort of your emotions around that, because it was definitely an emotional vote off. The girls had to make the decision to vote you off. When you heard your name called, was that just a complete shock to you?
Yeah, I was taken so aback. I think that was the whole premise of Silent. I am an emotional person, but I was kind of emotionally prepared to see either Nicole or Janae leave. So I was already sad that one of us were leaving. I did not think that I was leaving. I was like, oh, like I'm here with Rob. Like they see that. Like that's not going to happen. And then I heard my name and I was just like, my emotion, I couldn't have mentally been prepared. Like I literally blindsided.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was the case even as a viewer because people expected the thought process almost to be like, okay, well, her and Rob have a connection. How do you feel about maybe people are saying like you didn't form a friendship with the other girls, you were kind of forming a friendship with Nicole, but maybe you didn't get as close to the other girls? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I definitely like looking back, obviously crossed my mind. My main thing being on the show was that I didn't know how much time I would have with Rob. So my main focus was kind of building that like connection with Rob. And I feel like the girls didn't have as strong as a connection as I did. So they had more time to kind of talk amongst themselves and like vent about what they were feeling. And like I tried to be there as much as I could, but time moves so fast, but also so slow in the villa. So my main thing was like, I want to get to know this man before another bombshell comes in here and takes him from me. So that was kind of my premise. But I feel like I was there a lot of the times for the girls. I mean, obviously you don't see everything, but I did chat a lot with all of them and kind of pulled them all aside at one point just to kind of see where their head was at. So I felt like I did like my due diligence, but at the same time, like I had to kind of be selfish and focus my time where I thought it was needed.
Looking back on it now with the way it seemed the girls played it, is that kind of a regret from you? Because it seemed like they immediately, like sending Janae home was completely off the table immediately because of it. From what we saw, it seemed like just because she was so close with the girls.
Yeah, 100%. I don't regret anything because, like I said, at the end of the day, like I would have never built the relationship or the connection that I had with Rob had I invested more time with the other girls, and I wouldn't change a thing. I definitely wish I had more time because I felt like moving forward, I would have built a strong connection with the girls. It was more so of a like, I was being selfish at the end of the day. And I regret that because I came for me. And the girls are all so sweet and all so genuine. And I had a great time with them. But I felt like I prioritized my time the way that I saw fit in that aspect.
Yeah. You were smitten. So I feel like that's, you know, sometimes every girl has that moment where they're smitten with a guy and you're like, oh shit, I haven't talked to my friends in a few days, you know? So I get it. But I want to go back to when you first came into the villa. What did you know going in? Like, did you immediately have your eyes on Rob? Did you know of what connections Rob had already when you were going in?
I definitely had my eyes set, to be honest, more on Aaron than Rob going in. I had a huge crush on Aaron just because who doesn't love an accent?
Yep.
So, but yeah, so I went in kind of with like the mindset of like I liked Aaron and Rob. I had a crush on both of them. And then as I got to know the two, I kind of felt like my connection with Aaron was more friendly and there wasn't really like a romantic aspect for me there versus with Rob, like right away, like the sexual attraction, like the tension, everything was there for me, plus the friendship. So right after I felt that, I was like, okay, I'm not going to force this with Aaron. And clearly he's in love with Kaylor. So it was more of that. But I just felt like I got really lucky that I went for Rob and his connection. I knew he had a strong connection with Leah, but I didn't feel like it was, I mean, it was also such a short time that they were in there together as well.
Yeah.
So I kind of tried to keep that mindset. But I don't know, just the attention that Rob was giving me, he went more out of his way to pull me aside versus Aaron was kind of more on the backside. I was like, okay, like I feel like Rob is feeling this kind of how I am.
Right.
And that's kind of like the route that I went.
Yeah. Does part of you wish that Rob would have been maybe a little bit more honest with Leah about your guys' connection? Because I feel like a lot of the backlash came from the fact that Rob was sort of leading Leah on, and then we would see Rob with you and be like, okay, he clearly really likes Andrea. He doesn't like Leah as much, but he keeps trying to tell Leah that he does. Do you wish he would have been like more upfront about that with Leah?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I only know what he told me. So this is kind of what I got caught in the weeds was like, he was telling me that he was honest with her. She was telling me the latter. She also was with him. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, she's just playing me and telling me these things so that like I see him in a different light. And I could only go based off what he told me. And from what he told me, he said that he was kind of like honest with her. I know I hate confrontation, and I'm sure he was put in a position where he didn't want to hurt her feelings and say too much. But at the same time, it kind of affected me. So I do wish if that was the case that he was way more honest with her because I feel like things would have been way more smooth. We could have pushed past it. I mean, me and Leah were fine. Her and I never had problems because it wasn't about us at the end of the day. But just for her sake and for how she was feeling, I mean, we're all human and we all have feelings and emotions. And to kind of be like blindsided in that way or kind of just like pushed aback how she was, I felt like that wasn't fair to her at all. And I wish he would have been as clear as what he was telling me, at least.
Right,
yeah,
right.
definitely. Now, after you had left the show, obviously the backlash has continued between the group of you being voted off. There's Rob kind of telling everybody that Leah, he believes that Leah led the charge, and then Leah has been telling everybody that she took a back seat to the voting and let the other girls decide. What do you believe happened in that scenario? And because you're also standing there watching them talk, which is probably a little bit uncomfortable and nerve-wracking, and you're thinking all the things. What do you believe happened during that situation?
I honestly, at one point I did think like, okay, like maybe Leah still had feelings for Rob, and I don't think it was in a malicious way. Like when I was thinking back, okay, maybe Leah had a part of it. I don't think it was more malicious, like, oh, I'm gonna get her back because she took him. Like a part of me thought like it was more of like, oh, like I still like him. Maybe I thought maybe she still had feelings for him, and maybe she was kind of like, okay, well, my only chance to kind of like get back with him or make a way is if she's not here. But then, like sitting back, I was like, okay, that could be valid, but like I don't think the girls as a group would vote for that. So I felt like it was definitely more of Janae being closer with the girls, Nicole's relationship. At the end of the day, it was about friendship. It wasn't about, which is what bothered me the most. It wasn't what the show was about. It was about like who were you close to, and in that point, I just felt cheated because I wasn't there that long, and like I felt like I was a good friend to the girls. Maybe I wasn't as close to them, but I was there for what the show is for. So maybe I wasn't like as nurturing to the friendships as I should have been. But at the end of the day, that's not what the show is about.
Yeah.
So,
And you were also there for only, what, 4 days before?
yeah.
Yeah, so I guess that's the other girls have had a little bit more time together. So I could see your mind kind of racing. And it does seem like, Janae's awesome. And it seemed like they all just wanted to rally behind Janae. So I get that as well. Now what is, like, you're out of the villa and you're wondering to yourself, okay, Rob stayed. What's he going to do now? Do you wish he would have left with you?
I like, of course, and I told him, he had asked me, he's like, if you tell me to leave right now, I will. And I'm just like, this is not a decision that's meant for me. Like if anything, I wanted him to make that decision for himself, but I could not live with myself. And I know he couldn't if I told him, yeah, leave. Because I tried to put myself in his shoes. And if roles were reversed, I'm kind of like, okay, we were only there for 4 days. I'm a very like everything happens for a reason type of person. So maybe I was taken out because maybe I was falling too fast, or maybe there was someone better for him there. So in my mind, I'm kind of like, I personally would have probably stayed too, like after my emotions calmed down. Just because I am a firm believer in that. So like maybe it wasn't for us, or maybe this was a test to see like where this goes. Cause I fell really fast. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I feel like if I would have stayed in there and something would have happened later on, I would have been torn. Right. So yeah, I kind of feel like obviously I wish he like would have left because I really generally felt like what we had is strong. But at the end of the day, like we're not dying. If there's something real there, like I can figure it out later. Like it's really not that big of a deal. But I know like I'm sure like Nicole, I love her. She was pissed that he didn't leave. But yeah, I mean at the end of the day, like I don't like want to live my life with regret, and I don't want him to live with regret. So if it takes him like seeing that, like then that's what it is.
Yeah, and new bombshells are coming in, and if he immediately jumps to the new bombshell, then we're gonna see like, okay, he wasn't really, that locked in then.
Yeah. I definitely am the type of person too that like when I fall hard, like clearly. So I know like too, like if I would have stayed in the villa, like I would have definitely been open if I saw something that caught my eye, but I also felt like I would have been more reserved, and I'm sure he would too. So at the end of the day, like maybe like this was an opportunity for him to explore something new, because it's obviously harder when you have like your person there. Like you're not going to jump at the opportunity. You're going to kind of like wiggle your way around, make your rounds, talk to these people. So I feel like, I don't know. I feel like everything happens. I was definitely torn. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like the first 2 days after, I was a mess, but like sitting back and like playing it all through, like mentally, I was like, okay, like this is exactly how it was supposed to play out.
How would you feel if Rob and Leah reconnected while you are now not in the villa?
Yeah, that definitely crossed my mind multiple times. At the end of the day, if that was gonna happen, that's gonna happen whether I'm there or not. Like that's just how the world works. So that was in my mind too. I mean, even being there, I was like, damn, what if they like reconnect or like what if they have a conversation and this happens? And I'm just like, I don't like to fight things. So I'm kind of just like, I'm confident in what I have with my person. And I was kind of just like, listen, like if him and I if we have it strong, that's not going to happen. But if it is going to happen, it's going to happen if I'm there or not. So it's like I know that they had something before I got there, so I wouldn't be surprised if even just in the longing, like I put in perspective, like if he left and let's say Aaron was still there and maybe him and Kayla were having problems, maybe I would have explored that because I did enjoy the connection there, and that's kind of like what I'm left with in that aspect. So I feel like if he's feeling vulnerable and like he knows he had a good connection with Leah, he might revisit that and she might, I mean, I don't know, she said a lot of things, so I would be really surprised if she went back to him, but I wouldn't put it past it. But
Don't.
yeah.
Yeah, I would say right now it seems like as of Tuesday night episode 14, it seems like she was maybe trying to like
At least
leave
thinking
the
about
door
it.
open, but it
Yeah.
seems like Rob maybe thinking that
Yeah.
Leah led the charge
Right.
on like sending you home.
Yeah, it just feels like there's also, I know she's been, I don't know, you can obviously talk to this. She was pretty adamant that she never really spoke poorly about Rob to you or kind of like, like she said, took a back seat and felt that way. And the other girls were kind of like, I don't really fully know about that. So
Yeah, she had a lot to like. That's why I don't believe that, and I'm very black and white. She had a lot to say, and I spoke about this with Nicole and Kaylor during my time there. I was like, I'm not the one to like fester and like fight. I judge people based off what they show me. So obviously he could be saying one thing, but I don't know that. That's not what I'm seeing. And during like while we were getting ready, going out like to get ready for dinner, like she was just bad in the morning, the day after, just talking so bad about him at the top of her chest,
yeah.
getting ready for dinner, saying all these horrible things. And I'm just there like, well, I like him, so I could care less. Like you could say whatever you want. I like him and I'm gonna go by that. Like that's your experience with him and that's fine. And I'm sorry like that happened to you. But I mean shit, if it happens to me, like whatever. Like I lived through it, but I'm not gonna like take what anyone's saying about somebody if my experience in the moment's so different. So she definitely had a lot to say, and I have really thick skin, so I just kind of like blinders, like brushed it off.
Yeah.
But
Well,
she had a lot.
Yeah, it feels like those puzzle pieces are going to come together for everybody, and those motives will reveal themselves. I know you have not been able to really see any reactions. You don't know what the world is saying, the fan reactions, but I will tell you, everybody is absolutely loving this season right now. TikTok is going off. Everyone's making videos. Everybody loves the show. It's like the most talked about show right now. So clearly the drama is good. There's stuff happening. You are a big part of that. So I think people were even more sad to see that happen. I think one of the things that a lot of the girls watching have said that they have felt maybe you were a little blunt with the other women. And sometimes that could have come across the wrong way. How do you feel about that? How do you feel like you spoke to the other women?
Sorry, you broke up a little bit in that.
Oh, I
question.
said that there was some talk online that you were fairly blunt with some of the other women, like you were just kind of straight up, and maybe that rubbed people the wrong way. I was just going to say, how did you feel like your conversations or even speaking about the other women went?
What do you mean as far as like just being like straight up in how I feel or?
Yeah, just commentary or like watching what else is happening in the villa, that kind of thing. They just were like, oh, I don't know if Andrea's really kind of trying to mesh with the other girls.
Yeah. I definitely am a very straightforward person.
Yeah.
I don't like to beat around the bush. And I feel like I said, time is so short here. So I definitely feel like with the girls, I am straightforward because my whole thing coming into this, I didn't want to say something and it be twisted the wrong way. So whatever I said to someone about another girl or heard about something, I'm going to come and say it just how it is. That's always been like my personality. I never meant for it to come off like in a mean or condescending way. It's kind of just like, I'm not going to sugarcoat shit because I want you to know exactly like what's going on or like how I'm feeling or like what this person's feeling, because we don't have that much time. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, like maybe this, maybe that. Like, no, this is exactly what happened. This is how I feel. This is what this person's saying, and this is what you need to do. Like, of course, I want to be sweet and coddle you, but at the same time, like, I want you to know what's going on, and I don't want you to like move a certain way because your people are beating around the bush around you. And that's always been like kind of like my tough love personality. So yeah, I obviously like, I don't know like what exactly they're speaking on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely was there for the girls when they needed me. And I feel like I gave really good advice because that's just like, I'm very like black and white, like I said. So I kind of just tell you what I feel like you need to hear, but at the same time, like I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people are talking about the possibility of like, what if Andrea comes back for Casa Amor? Like that would really shake things up. How do you feel about that? Is that something you want to do, or are you kind of like, let this just play out?
I definitely wouldn't be opposed. Like, I'm back, bitches.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't be opposed, but at this time right now, I'm kind of just like letting it play out.
Yeah.
I would love to see what happens, obviously, in Rob's situation and Leah's situation. I will definitely, I don't know if like I want to watch everything. It's kind of more I'd rather tell me.
That's
Yeah.
that's kind of what I was going to ask you next. I was like, you obviously lived all of your conversations with Rob, but would you even want to watch back what his conversations with Leah have been like?
Right.
Because you haven't really, even when you were there and he was kind of doing his, like he was kind of, oh, you know, I don't know how I feel. And there's his big crying moment and everything. Like, it's just, do you want to watch any of that back, or you're like, you know what? I don't need to watch that.
Yeah, I think I'm good off of this. I'm kind of like, I'm very ignorance is bliss type of girl. Like even in this process now, it's kind of like having to talk about things. Like I was kind of terrified. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to like relive everything again. I'm kind of like, whatever's going to happen, I'd rather people just tell me and then I figure it out later. But unfortunately, like with these times, everything's kind of just thrown in my face. So I kind of do have to face the music. But I think personally, like I rather not. It's kind of just like kicking someone when they're down type of thing. Like I obviously did catch feelings for Rob. So like, I'd rather just live in my little bubble and think everything's fine and dandy, go home to my family and just, you know, think that everything's perfect.
Do you think that there's a chance of rekindling with Rob if he doesn't end up with anybody, or is it going to depend on what happened during the season when you were gone?
Yeah, I've thought about it. I definitely like, I'm curious. I mean, obviously feelings are heightened in the villa. It's such a short time, but everyone's love bombing each other.
Yeah.
I am the first girl to fall in love with a guy after the first date. So I wasn't surprised the way I felt for Rob, but I would like to see if it was okay. Was it just the environment? Was it just like the love bombing? I would love to explore outside and see if it was genuine. On like my end, it was genuine, but like obviously, who knows like where his head was at in that moment. So I would definitely love to explore it outside and see if that was something real. And if not. But like, yeah, I'm not opposed to exploring it outside, regardless of what happens.
Was it a red flag or a green flag that Rob had been on the show already? And did you even know that?
So I found out like when I was in the villa.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know. But I thought, well, hearing back from what happened, it was more like he was thrown into casa. So he didn't really have, getting thrown into casa is one of the toughest things, I think, as an Islander, because you're fighting against people that have had a connection for weeks. And when I tell you that, like, people said that I was dramatic after 4 days, 4 days feels like 2 weeks in there.
Yeah.
So you have to put into perspective 4 weeks of being with this person. You're fighting against that. Like, you have to have, like, the personality of, like, the most amazing person in the world, be Beyonce. I don't know. You're going in like you have to take over. Unless that person already had a weak connection, you're kind of shit out of luck in that position.
Yeah,
definitely.
So he definitely wasn't given a chance from what he was saying, and I feel that's why too. Like I was kind of open to conversations when people came in because it's not fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, once I fall for someone, I'm kind of like blind.
You just had, you had tunnel vision for like once it starts.
Last question before we wrap up. Besides Aaron, was there anybody else in the villa that you're looking back on that you wish you maybe had gotten to know a little bit better, or was it really just Rob and Aaron?
It was really just Rob and Aaron. I really loved the guys, I will say. Like, the guys were just as sweet as the girls. I've really built such a good friendship with them. I mean, I grew up with brothers, so I kind of felt like that brotherly love from all of them. So there was definitely like, obviously they're all hot, like they're all but I definitely just felt more of like a friendship vibe with them versus like a romantic connection. And that's kind of like why I was so dead set on Rob. I was like, okay, no one here makes me feel like that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last thing I'll ask you is from when you left, because obviously that's the last point, you are aware of everything that's going on. What couples did you really feel like had a chance, and were there some people that you were rooting for? Maybe there's a couple, maybe there's people that weren't even in a couple that you think would make a good couple?
Definitely Kaylor and Aaron. Like,
Yeah.
I love them.
Mhm.
He was just so funny the whole time. He's like, whether it's my wedding or Rob's, like, I'll be there. Like, that was probably the easiest like decision. Like, I was so blessed in that circumstance, but I love them both. Like,
Yeah.
they're so sweet. And then I will say that Cordell and Serena, like, they went through this kind of like roller coaster, and I always knew that it would fester out that way. Like, they started off as friends, and then they got to know each other, and there was some flirtation. So I'm rooting for them. I think Cordell's amazing. He has
We
such a
love
Listen,
Cordell.
we're rooting for them, but I hate to break it to you. Serena looks like she's maybe, questioning
No.
Cordell again.
I know.
I feel like we're breaking news to you live, and I'm
I know,
sorry for
like,
spoiling it. We're rooting for Cordell hard, but it
we
seems
don't know
like
though. It just seems like maybe
it left on a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
So
yeah, exactly.
I guess
Yeah.
we'll find out.
But I am very much rooting. I
Yeah.
think they make a great couple.
I
so
do too.
I hope like Serena
Yeah.
can see that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think he seems so great.
I think that maybe he's so nice that Serena is looking for like she's seeing all the drama happen around her that maybe she wants a little bit of that, but like it's like just
Yeah.
stick with a good guy. He's great.
Yeah, we never do though. We never do.
Yeah.
We just want some drama. Like,
exactly.
So funny. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Sorry for spoiling some of the things that have happened
I know,
and
it's just
breaking
great.
some news
Yeah.
to you. But thank you so much.
And
thank you so much.
yeah, and we're rooting for maybe a reappearance.
Yes,
So
we would love if you came back for Casa Amor. So
just want to put that out
If
there. We're putting
anybody
that
from Love
energy.
Island USA
We're
is
putting that
listening,
energy out there.
send her back in.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much, Andrea.
Thank you guys. Been a
Thanks.
pleasure.
Okay, bye.
have you ever thought to yourself, how much am I paying in subscriptions every month? The answer is probably more than you think. Over 74% of people have subscriptions they've forgotten about. I know that I have. Sometimes I'll get a little notification. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize I was still subscribed to that. And I'm sure that happens to you. But thanks to Rocket Money, I'm no longer wasting money on the ones I forgot about. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. With Rocket Money, you have full control over your subscriptions and a clear view of your expenses. You can see all of your subscriptions in one place, and if you see something you don't want, Rocket Money can help you cancel it with a few taps. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/chicks. That's once again rocketmoney.com/chicks. rocketmoney.com/chicks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another game of Beat Ria and Fran. This is game number 131, and we are joined by Nori and Callie. They are childhood friends, and it is Nori's birthday, so happy birthday, Nori. Nori has sent in many of questions.
Nori is
to
an
the
OG.
show. She's an OG, so she's rocking an OG.
We go back and forth on Instagram often enough.
So thank you so much for joining us, and Callie, we're happy to have you here as well.
I'm so excited.
Yes, thank you
Thanks
guys
for having us.
of course. Thanks for
thank you for
doing it. I
coming
love
on.
the sweatshirt, everything.
Yeah, love the
We're locked
sweatshirt.
in.
That's an OG sweatshirt.
It's making me a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like she's gonna be really good.
Oh, really? I'm not nervous. All right, let's get started.
All right, guys. It's 15 questions. If you get the question right, you get the point. If you get the question wrong, the other team can steal the point. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. To determine who goes first, Noah's going to give us a movie. We're going to guess the Rotten Tomatoes critic score of that movie. Whoever is closest will go first, and we will alternate between teams. Everyone gets their own individual guess. So, Noah, what is today's movie?
Today's movie is Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
Fucking love that movie.
Great movie.
All right, so one of you goes first.
Callie, you go,
Go
because I
ahead,
don't know.
Nori.
No.
It's your birthday. Go ahead.
Oh no. I don't know this movie. Maybe let's go 44.
Ria?
I'll go 39.
That's it.
Yes!
Wow.
Wow! Good start.
Damn, that's unfortunate. My guess would have been like in the 60s.
Oh, I think it's a great movie.
No, it
I
is
was
a great
gonna go
movie.
higher.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
39.
Shit. I wasn't expecting to get spot on today. Was not expecting that.
Hell
All right.
yeah.
Let's get started.
All right. Question number 1 to Ria Fran. Shout out Katie from Foxborough. In Spider-Man No Way Home, which version or actor of Spider-Man successfully saves MJ after she falls off the building?
Which Spider-Man?
Yeah,
which
which
all of
Spider-Man?
them are in it.
Yeah, yeah,
I've never
yeah.
seen this one.
I think it's... I don't know. I mean, there's only 2 options here.
I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
see
10
this,
seconds.
so I
Yeah.
don't know.
Let's go with Tobey Maguire. Final answer.
Incorrect.
It's just
To Nori and Callie.
Is it Andrew Garfield? It's either Andrew Garfield or Tom Holland. I think it's
I was
Andrew
gonna
Garfield.
say Tom Holland, but I don't know.
Let's go Andrew Garfield.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Correct.
Yep. It
Nice.
was just,
Okay,
I
good
just
job.
I just went back and
Shit.
forth. I second guessed
A
myself.
point for Nori's birthday.
I know. I really second guessed myself on that one. Andrew Garfield was the one I thought first.
Okay. Question number 2 to Nori and Callie. Shout out Elizabeth from St. Louis. 1-0, Nori and Callie. In Friends, what instrument does Ross want to play for Chandler and Monica's wedding?
Callie, I didn't watch Friends. Please tell me you did.
I did, but like so long ago. I'm just gonna guess something random. Let's go like saxophone.
Final answer.
Final answer. Yeah.
Incorrect.
I'm going to say
Ria Fran.
harmonica.
Okay.
I don't know. That's just what I'm going with. Harmonica, final answer.
Incorrect. Bagpipes.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh,
Dang.
bagpipe.
All right.
All right. Still 1-0, Nori and Callie. Question number 3 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Aaron and Jackie from Foxborough. Name this year. Lords Royals win Song of the Year at the Grammys. Kim and Kanye get married. The Fault in Our Stars premieres in theaters.
Is this us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2013?
Yeah. I was around. I was in that ballpark as well.
I'm torn between 2013 2014. 2013?
10 seconds.
I'd go 13.
All right, 2013.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Incorrect. To Nori and Callie.
So it's definitely 2014 because I think it was just the 10th year anniversary of The Fault in Our Stars.
I was gonna say we went to see it freshman year of high school,
We
so
did.
I was
We
gonna guess
did.
2014. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, 2014. Final answer.
Correct.
Dang!
Nice.
Shit.
Damn.
Shit.
2-0.
I thought it was a little earlier.
Okay, question number 4. And this is to Nori and Callie. They're up 2-0. Shout out Gabby from New York. At what photo shoot for what daughter did Kris Jenner famously say, "You're doing amazing, sweetie"?
She said it to. Wait, this is our question, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think she said it to Kim during like a Playboy shoot.
I was gonna guess Kim or Kendall, so your call.
Okay. Kim, Playboy shoot. Final answer.
Correct.
Nice. Nori's
Wow.
having a hell of a birthday game.
I knew that. I knew that one.
Okay, 3-0. And this is to Ria and Fran. Shout out Hallie from Clemson. And people are continuing to send in the older song questions after Ria
Oh,
made her
great,
request.
great.
In the song Teenage Dirtbag, which band does Noel suggest seeing in concert on Friday at the end of the song?
I don't know. Pass.
Zero idea.
Pass.
Okay.
I don't know
It's
it.
Nori-
Literally zero clue.
it's Nori and
Okay.
Callie.
I know that they go listen to Iron Maiden. Is that the band though?
Yeah.
Can you repeat the question?
In the song Teenage Dirtbag, which band does Noel suggest seeing in concert on Friday at the end of the song?
No, I think you're right.
Okay, because that's the only band that I could think of that's mentioned in the song. So I don't know. Iron Maiden. Final answer.
Correct.
Nice.
I've been listening.
Wow.
Let me
I'm
tell you
so
something.
impressed.
I've been
Nori.
listening to that song for a long time. I don't think I even
Really?
realized that Iron
Oh,
Maiden
really?
was
I've
like a
got
band.
2 tickets to Iron.
Yeah.
Not-
A
But
lyric
you know
from
that me, I got 2 tickets to Iron Maiden. I think I just sang "Listen" to Iron Maiden.
That's what I literally just said. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
I
Like,
thought it was the
Listen to
lyrics that
Iron
you sang too.
Maiden.
Yeah. Shit.
well,
So I thought
okay.
that was like maybe a song name. Yeah, no, that's okay.
4-0. Nori and Callie. And this is question number 6 to them. Shout out Michaela from Newton, Massachusetts. In the movie Aquamarine, what was the intended wish Claire and Haley had when they agreed to help Aqua find love?
the intended wish. I know that they had to help her find love within like 3 days or something, so she could be a human. I don't remember. I literally watched this last year. The intended wish. Find love within 3 days. Callie, what do you think?
Yeah, but I feel like we should probably add in like the being human part.
10
I feel like that was like the big part of it.
Because something she like wanted to like
3 seconds.
get away from her dad. Okay, she wanted to find love within 3 days so she could be a human and not go back to the ocean with her dad.
Incorrect.
So
Nori
that
and Fran.
Haley won't have to move
So,
away.
yeah, I was gonna say I think you guys are like a little mermaid vibe.
Oh.
It's
And
right.
So Haley doesn't have to move
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
Final
answer.
answer. Correct.
Oh
All right,
man,
we got
I
one.
forgot that. I knew that too. I love that
Okay.
movie.
4-1. And it's question number 7 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Hallie from Clemson. Daisy Ridley, James McAvoy, and Louis Theroux have all appeared on which baking show?
British Baking Show?
Great British Bake Off.
The Great British Baking Show?
Great British Bake Off.
Okay, sorry. Great British Baking Show.
Or is it the
It's the
Great
baking
British
show.
Baking Show?
Yeah.
The Great British Baking Show. What's Great British Bake Off? Is that a
I'm
thing?
not sure.
Great British Baking Show.
Final answer.
Incorrect. It's Nori and Callie.
Can you repeat the question?
Daisy Ridley, James McAvoy, and Louis Theroux have all appeared on which baking show?
I was thinking Chopped, but I feel like that's not a baking show.
No, I don't watch
15 seconds.
any of. I only know like the Bake Off.
Kids
Show.
Baking Championship.
5 seconds.
Sure.
Final answer.
Incorrect. You guys were close, but it's the Great Celebrity Bake Off.
The
Oh,
Great,
the Great
Oh.
Celebrity Bake Off.
the Great
Yeah.
Celebrity Bake Off and then the Great British Baking Show, I think, are two
Yeah,
separate
they are.
shows.
They definitely are.
Okay. Still 4-1. Nori and Callie, and this is question number 8 to them. Shout out Courtney from Blacksburg. Name one of the actors who.
Oh, the Great British Bake Off is what I was thinking of.
But there also is the Great British Baking Show, too.
But I think they have to go by the same name. All right, and it doesn't
If
matter.
you look
Doesn't
it up, the
matter.
Great...
Doesn't
Oh,
matter.
never mind. I guess it is the Great
Yeah.
British Bake Off.
Yeah, it says Great British Bake Off.
Oh.
Okay, keep
Oh,
going.
but also the Great British Baking Show.
I think they're called I think they're the same thing.
The Great British Baking Show and then the Great British... Maybe
Yeah.
they're two separate shows.
Hallie
yeah.
said Celebrity Bake Off is acceptable.
Yeah,
So-
Yeah,
celebrity,
well,
yeah.
Okay. Question number 8, and it's to Nori and Callie. Shout out Courtney from Blacksburg. Name 2 of the actors who play a frat bro in Grown Ups 2.
I have no idea. I don't know. Channing Tatum and Zac Efron. Final answer.
Incorrect.
What was the question?
The two frat bros.
Name 2 of the actors who play a frat bro in Grown Ups 2.
I'm not familiar with Grown Ups 2 trivia. Shit.
I have no clue.
I don't know either. Pass.
Taylor Lautner's one.
Shit.
Milo.
Oh my god.
Ventimiglia
Ventimiglia?
Yeah, is one. David Henry, Jimmy Tatro.
Damn.
Oh shit! I
Chris.
knew Jimmy
Tatro.
Tatro. I knew Jimmy Tatro was one of them.
Damn.
Remember when they're on the cliff?
Yeah, they're on the cliff. Yep. I don't really remember the other ones though.
Shit.
Okay, question number 9 to Ria and Fran. It is still 4-1. Nori Callie. Shout out Fate from Kansas City. In the song Miss Jackson by Outkast, how many apologies does Andre 3000 say he gives Miss Jackson?
I need to make you I apologize a trillion times.
Trillion?
Yeah. I apologize a trillion times.
I think trillion. I think it's
Right.
trillion.
Let's go with trillion.
Yeah.
Trillion.
Correct.
Nice.
Man, I knew that one.
You know them all, Nori.
True.
All right, 4-2. Question number 10 to Nori and Callie. I'm going to play a movie clip, and you tell me what movie it's from.
Okay, I know that you think that I'm just some...
Coward. Phony.
Okay, just listen.
No, you listen. You turned out to be exactly who I thought you were. I never pretended to be somebody else. It's been me all along. And it was me who was hurt in front of everybody.
It sounds like Hilary Duff. Is it the Lizzie McGuire movie?
Final answer?
Final answer?
Incorrect. Ria Fran.
Cinderella story.
No!
Correct.
Cinderella story.
Classic mix-up.
That's her epic speech
Yeah,
in
that's
the locker room.
That's a classic mix-up.
You just cut you waiting for you was like waiting for rain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, 4-3. Nori and Callie. This is question number 11 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Melissa from Dallas, Texas. In New Girl, how does the friend group first find out that Schmidt and Cece are sleeping together?
Ooh.
Oh, fuck. I don't know.
Schmidt.
Something in the apartment.
Yeah. I don't remember somebody like walk in on them. I literally don't remember at all.
I would just say she's spotted in the apartment, but I don't.
Nick walks in on them.
Walks out of Schmidt's room. Walking out of Schmidt's room.
Incorrect.
I don't remember.
I feel like someone's dad
5 seconds.
boils it.
Okay.
Time is up.
All right. Somebody's dad tells them final answer.
Incorrect. Winston is crossing the Mexican border, and Border Patrol finds the two of them naked in his trunk.
Don't remember that.
Way off. Way
Yeah,
off.
I mean, it
Not
was,
in the
a
apartment.
very
Not in the apartment.
Very specific reason.
Okay, 4-3, Nori and Callie, and this is to them. Question number 12. Shout out Paige from Tecumseh.
It's all right. Just power.
Tecumseh,
Just power
Missouri.
through it.
What grade does Janine Teague teach in Abbott Elementary?
Third or fourth? Second? Callie, do you know?
It's first or second.
Let's just go with second.
Let's go second.
Okay. Second, final answer.
Correct.
Nice.
Yep. Yep. Shit. That one.
All right, 5-3, Nori and Callie. This is question number 13 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Hallie from Clemson. Nirvana is most known for their album that features a naked baby in a swimming pool on the cover. What is the name of the album?
Is it Nevermind? I feel like that. Don't know why I'm saying that.
We got both of the throwback rock music.
15 seconds.
I don't know.
Fuck. I think this is wrong. I'm just gonna say Nevermind. Final answer.
Correct.
Oh, there you
Nice. Pleasant surprise.
Yeah, there you
I didn't
go.
want to be wrong.
Okay, 5-4, Nori and Callie. Question number 14 to them. Shout out Abby from Hoboken. What is the name of the animal George and Fred bred in the Harry Potter series?
The animal? The George and Fred?
Yes.
They read it?
Bred.
Red.
Oh, bread.
I don't remember reading an animal. Callie, do you remember? Callie, we were like the Harry Potter kids. What is it?
No.
Wait.
It's like creature.
What was it? It's a creature. It wasn't the dragon because that was the brother. Is it the pig?
5 seconds.
Was that them? The Pygmy Puff? This is
Sure.
a book.
Time is up.
Pygmy Puff. Final answer.
Correct.
Wow.
Wow.
I would have been
Oh
so
my god.
Yeah.
I would have never got that.
I literally only know
Yeah,
that
that was-
because they sell the little stuffed pygmy puffs in the in their
That was oh my god.
in their store at Harry Potter.
That was
Yeah.
a last
At Harry
minute
Pot-
pull there.
at Harry Potter Worlds.
Oh,
And that
I
seals
gotta
a
hear.
victory.
In their
too.
joke
Oh.
shop, they sell them.
That was a last minute.
Yeah, that was a
Honestly,
good
good
pull.
victory for Nori's
Good pull,
birthday.
good pull.
She was
That
on a
was really
roll.
good,
She was
Nori.
on a roll. All right, we'll take the last
Yeah.
question.
All right,
then.
last question. Shout out Eileen from Long Island. On season 6 of Summer House, Carl begins seeing somebody outside of the main cast named Mackenzie, who happens to have appeared on a different reality show prior to Summer House. What reality show was this summer fling originally?
Love Island
Love
USA.
Island.
Specifically
Final
USA,
answer.
yes.
Correct.
Yep.
Shit, 1
1
point away.
We almost
1 point difference.
we almost had a
We
little
almost
bit of
came
a
back.
comeback.
If they didn't get that pygmy, we could have
know.
been overtime there.
I know.
Fuck.
Wow.
Although I don't know if I would have. It only took her saying it. I was like, oh, that's
That
right.
makes
Yeah,
sense. Yeah.
you know.
Fuck. Great game. Congratulations
Good job,
to you guys.
guys.
That was a great game.
Nori carried that game.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No, it was
The birthday
only
magic.
makes sense.
Seriously.
The birthday magic, and you now get a shirt. Both of you get a shirt that says "You beat us."
Yep.
So, congratulations.
It's the best birthday present we
Yes,
could give you.
exactly. From our heart to yours. Thank you guys so much for playing. And if you just get a chance, send Noah your address and sizes, and we'll get that sent to you.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
guys.
much. Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah.
Enjoy your
Yeah,
day.
happy birthday. Thanks, guys.
Nice meeting
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Nice meeting you.
Bye.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We love you guys oh so very dearly. Please don't miss us that much this week, but I hope you miss
Enjoy
us
your
as well.
holidays, guys.
So you,
Enjoy your
so
4th
you
of
wanna
July.
Keep listening. Yeah, enjoy your week. Enjoy your holiday. Enjoy 4th of July. We love you guys. We miss you guys already, and we'll be back on not this Monday, the Monday after that.
Yep. July 8th.
July 8th. We'll see you then. We'll see you then. I promise. All right. Goodbye.